Meat bicycle!
Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Battleborn coverage. So today we are going to carry on with our character overviews. We have already pretty much cleared most of the 10 up that we are available right now to look at. So we've done Caldarius, Oscar Mac, Thorn, Arendi, Phoebe and Montana. So today it's time to look at Miko, who's got a mushroom growing out of his head, or as a head. So yeah, this one's pretty interesting really. So Miko is a member of the Eldrid Faction. Of course, the Eldrids are the observers and preservers of nature and the natural order of the universe, whether that be to survive or to surrender to the will of nature and become extinct. So yeah, bit of bio on him then. He's the last surviving bud of a once planet-sized fungal colony. Miko is widely known as compassionate and very skilled healer. Now more of a combat botanist, Miko devotes its time to restoring all which can be restored and throwing kunai at things which cannot be restored. So yeah, of course these are planet-loving creatures and healers actually, most of them. So yeah, pretty weird looking guy really. So his stats, of course, there's power, health, range and speed, and there's a maximum of 5 slots for each. Power and health are 2 bars, range and speed are both 3 bars. So normally in a character they'll have 1 or 2 nearly full bars and a couple of a mid-range and a low range. This guy's just 2 and 3 bars in everything. So he hasn't, on the get-go, he doesn't look like a you know, particularly good at a certain thing. It's more mid-range at everything really. So pretty interesting really. But just looking at the stats, you wouldn't think this guy was too good. A bit of a mediocre at everything kind of guy, but if we look at his abilities, something may pop up which makes him stand out from the rest. So his abilities are combat botany. Miko's primary attack hurls a barrage of poison-tipped kunai, while its secondary activates a healing beam that restores health to target allies. So yeah, this guy looks like he's a bit of a team player really, a bit of a medic kind of role. So definitely a co-op type of player, which immediately kind of rules him out for me because I kind of play solo quite a lot. But yeah, pretty interesting really. It would be good to see what this poison-tipped kunai is like. Anyway, on to A. Mikolopria. Miko has evolved to adapt and survive through natural toughness, rapid health regeneration and the ability to cover ground quickly. So yeah, it sounds like he's pretty quick really, and he can heal himself very quickly. Cloud of Spores. Throw a spore sack that explodes on contact, dealing 139 to 187 damage and leaving behind a cloud of spores that slows all enemies that enter it for the next 4 seconds. So not only a damage attack there, but also a slowness effect is applied to them as well, so you can damage them a little bit, slow them down and then take them out yourself. Biosynthesis. Miko gains 260 to 350 health over 5 seconds. During that time, the effectiveness of Miko's healing beam grants 35% more health. So again, with the natural healing as well of himself, you can gain some of your health back over 5 seconds, and the effectiveness of his healing beam grants more health as well. So health on health. Fungus Among Us hurls a mushroom to create an area of effect lasting 45 seconds. Allies gain 83 to 150 health per second while in range. Can be destroyed by enemies. So again, that sounds like a pretty co-op kind of team healing kind of thing. So you can have an area of effect place where all your teammates can run into it for 45 seconds. If you're clever and pop that down somewhere where enemies can't destroy it, they can gain all of their health back from you. And finally, molecular mycology. Miko's kunai poisons enemies on impact, dealing 50 to 68 damage over 2 seconds. So pretty interesting abilities there really. One thing I have noticed in nearly all of the characters, they have a skill normally, or ability at the top right, normally here, that is like a 500 to 700 attack, which is a massive, you know, final attack that probably can only be used once every couple of minutes or so, but deals huge amounts of damage. This guy doesn't look like he has any of that, so it definitely cements his role as a medic team player kind of thing. You know, he's not going to do massive damage or like that, but he will be there to protect you and chip in now and again with damaging enemies with his poisons and stuff. But yeah, no massive damage attack, more of a healer. So let's have a look at his Helix Tree then. 10 tiers in total and a choice of left or right, and let's go for the first tier then. So first responder, while biosynthesis is active, healing an ally with Miko's heal beam causes Miko to move faster. So you get movement speed by healing, and breathe deep intensifies the slowing effect of cloud of spores. So cloud of spores is obviously the sack that explodes on contact, dealing damage and slowing enemies. So let's just move this down slightly so I can still read all of these. So yeah, intensifies the slowing effect. So they're 100% slower, or you can get the movement speed from healing. Again, I'm probably not gonna play this character very much, but if I was to, and I'm gonna put myself in a situation now where I'm on a team of people playing co-op, I'm the healer, I would probably go for the I wouldn't want to move faster really. I'd probably go with the slowing effect of the spores. So I'd slow the enemies down, and then my teammates could easily pick them off. So yeah, I'd go with breathe deep on that one. Regenerative aura. So biosynthesis healing over time effects are extendified to nearby allies. So biosynthesis is the health and the healing beams more efficient. So it grants more health. So biosynthesis healing over time effects are extended. That's quite good. Or while biosynthesis is active, healing an ally with Miko's healing beam also heals Miko. That's quite a handy one really then. So if we're both a bit down on health, I can heal myself and an ally as well. I'd probably go with that, heal thyself on that one. So evolutionary emergence reduces cooldown time across all skills. So you get a whole 15% cooldown time on all of your skills. Or swift draw, which increases the reload speed of Miko's kunai. So again, this is a team player thing on the left, or whether you want to actually give yourself quicker kunai reload. I'd probably go with the reload speed of the kunai, because most of the skills so far are focusing on team playing and stuff like that. But you've actually got to remember to help your character, you know, with a bit of damage. And yeah, I'd go with swift draw there. You've got to give him a bit of power as well. He can't just run around healing all the time. So I'd go with that one. Trail of spores. Cloud of spores drops spores along the way to a target covering a larger area. Or if cloud of spores hits an enemy directly, the enemy is stunned rather than slowing all enemies in the blast radius. I'd probably go with the drop spores along the way to a target covering a larger area. Definitely. Yeah, the more enemies you can slow down, especially in a co-op situation, the better. So your other teammates can sit there taking them off. So yeah, probably someone like Montana or something like that would probably benefit from that. So you can put cloud of spores down, slow a massive area of enemies down, and then your mate, who's probably playing as someone like Montana, can just sit there and blast the hell out of him with his minigun. So that sounds like the way I'd go there. Toxic transfusion. A portion of damage dealt to enemy health by molecular mycology is returned to Miko as health, plus 20% lifesteal. Or molecular mycology's poison effects spread to nearby enemies. So that's the kunai poisons enemies on impact, dealing damage. I'd probably go with the lifesteal on that one really. Keep myself healed. Yeah, definitely. Probiotics increases all healing effects of biosynthesis. Or spore strike increases cloud of spores impact damage. Again, if you're going to be a healer, you're definitely going to go with probiotics, but you've got to remember to keep your character quite good with the damage. So I'd probably go with cloud of spores impact damage on that one as well. Again, just to slow the enemies down more and do a bit more damage to them. Fight or flight. Briefly increase movement speed when taking damage. Or blade slinger increases the firing rate of Miko's kunai. I would go with blade slinger on that one. Yeah, definitely. You want to get that damage up, get him quicker. So the kunai as well. We've already had an increase with the kunai. Well, I think it's the base damage. So if we can get the attack speed up as well, it puts him back in the fight and keeps him a part of the team as well as a healer. Biosynergy. Using Miko's heal beam on allies reduces biosynthesis cooldown, allowing more frequent usage. Or healing prowess increases the duration of biosynthesis effects. wow, biosynthesis is the healing one. I'd probably go with a cooldown, meaning that, yeah, it's, like I keep saying, especially in a co-op situation, if you can keep healing your team while they're just going in straight away and trying to kill everyone, your role as a medic would be a lot better there. Minus 30% cooldown time on biosynthesis, definitely one that I'd go for. Okay, tier 9, Spore Storm. Enlarges Cloud of Spores area of effect or resilient strain. Cloud of Spores lingers longer after bursting, so that's 6 seconds longer. Ooh, that's quite a tough one, really. I'd probably go with the enlarges Cloud of Spores area of effect. Again, to get more of the enemies going, you'd probably want to get the area bigger. But would you rather have it linger longer? No, I'll go with Spore Storm, definitely. And then finally, Bark Skin. Fungus among us can withstand much more damage before being destroyed. So that's plus 214 max mushroom health. So that's the one where you put a mushroom down, area of effect to gain health with your allies. Or we've got Vicious Strain. Fungus among us deals damage over time to enemies in range. Wow, so you can actually have it tankier, so it can take more damage, or you can actually have it damage enemies and heal your allies. I'd probably go with the I'd probably go with Bark Skin on that one, so you can actually put your Fungus among us down and have it a lot tankier while your allies are healing. Again, that would mean, like I said, you put your you put it down in a place where it's not going to get damaged. Put it down cleverly, like behind a building or around a corner from everyone, so you can just pop out, shoot a load of people, get hurt a little bit, pop back in and heal it. But then again, if you were in the middle of a battle or a boss fight or something like that, you want to stick it straight down. It will heal and damage enemies at the same time. Do you know what? I think I'm going to change my mind. I'd go for Vicious Strain. Put it down in the middle of a large mob area. It's going to keep healing you while it's actually hurting enemies as well. So yeah, I'd go for Vicious Strain on that one. So there you go, guys. Anyway, that is Miko. Quite an interesting character, really. Definitely a team player kind of character for sure. If you're a solo player, I really wouldn't recommend this character. But I suppose some people could probably make it work, really. But like I said, he's not all that powerful. But it's his team playing abilities and, of course, self-healing that make him, you know, a very survivable character. So I can see it being played on co-op, definitely. Solo, I'd say a steady player who just likes to sit back and do a bit of damage and heal themselves and take it steady could do it. But yeah, definitely an interesting one anyway. So that's it anyway. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this character, whether you're going to use him or not. And of course, if you agree or disagree with the skills I've chosen and why. And yeah, thanks for watching everyone. And I'll see you guys in the next video.